Yo, what is going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Woo! Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern. We are back with another episode of the Ruell Report. This is our show. We're bringing it to you every single week where we're going a little bit deeper into the crypto market. This is a little bit different than our typical programming. We have trading oriented shows. We also have shows that are crypto oriented where we're diving into specific topics. Here we go pretty deep into a specific theme. I am joined by the namesake of the show, Mr. Ruell Black. Ruell, how are we doing today?
Doing great. Nice little sunny day here in Arizona. I can't complain, man. But what about you? Looks like you got an arm sling going. What's happening?
Yes, I have a little arm sling going. I'm sitting somewhere different because I do not have full arm mobility and I need somewhere that I can be propped up. But I tore my pec in the gym last week. My pectoral muscle. It's that chest muscle. Yep, snapped all the way off, heard it all, felt it all. Yeah. We don't need to relive through it. It was painful. But I had surgery on Thursday.
Oh, dude.
Back at it, keeping us moving and grooving.
Yeah,
But
I
but
saw you
that's
on
what's going on in my world.
some picture. Looks like you've been hitting the iron pretty hard, man.
Yep. I've been going after it a little too hard, I'll say.
Jesus, man. Hey, it's a bear market, but it's a bull Luke. Okay.
Yes, there you go. Got to stay positive, right? It is what it is. I'm doing what I can do.
There we go, man.
So Ruel, you heard me give the intro. This is the show where we try to dive a little bit deeper into more of like a crypto theme. It's absolutely idea oriented. What is that theme that we're going to be examining this week?
So this week we're going to examine. There were 9 coins that the SEC said were securities, even though they don't really have the ability to do that, but they did it anyway. We're going to take a look at like a select few of those 9, one of which LCX I've always been very high on. But let's begin the chat with Elon selling 75% of his Bitcoin. A good
All
move
right.
or a bad move? What do you think?
Okay. Is this the Tesla Bitcoin or is this something different?
That's it. You got
This
it.
is the Tesla Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm. You
Fine
got it,
move.
bro.
I think that it's fine, right? The point of Tesla is not to speculate on the price of Bitcoin. The point of Tesla is to create vehicles. Um, it sort of brings in this corporate treasury question. Does it make sense to keep corporate treasury in Bitcoin or in USD or what? Um, all of their trading, right? Not them trading stock, but all of their trade, buying parts, paying employees, etc., is done in dollars or some sort of other fiat. I don't think that it's any problem that they keep their corporate treasury in fiat. But would I love for them and every other publicly traded company to hold Bitcoin in their corporate treasury? Absolutely, it's good for the market. It gives Bitcoin more of like a real world use case, a very wide real world use case. Um, but by no means do I fault Tesla or Elon Musk as operators of the company for moving their corporate treasury from Bitcoin into fiat.
Okay, I like that. Complete answer.
How's that?
All right. We came with the gas today. All
We
right.
always come with the gas, baby.
So for me, long term, nah, I don't think it's a good move long term. However, when I say long term, I'm thinking like next Bitcoin halving, which is May 4th, 2024. I keep saying that. I'll continue to say that. Guys, we got to build our bags of crypto until that date. But in the short term, I think maybe that means that Bitcoin's going to go down even further. And based off of my research, basically right now we're about like 18 months from the next Bitcoin halving. So the last time this happened was 2018. And based on my research, in October 2018, Bitcoin went down even further than where it was at this point in time. which is July 2018. So I think in the short term, it means perhaps we see Bitcoin go back down to 20, maybe even 17. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So good move for Elon in the short term, but um, long term, if he continues to stay out of the whole Bitcoin market, I mean, he still has 25% of it, but in the long term, I think it's a bad move. So, like, kind of a dichotomous answer, a little bit, but I have receipts for that. So yeah, there we go with that one, and then let's get into this SEC 9. Let me share my screen. No, it's not a slide. It's not a slide. It's
What did you
not
say?
a video file.
What
I
was your
keep
line?
pressing the wrong button. I don't know what's up
Come
with
on,
me.
Ruel. You've done this before.
Man, you know, you would think I have, but not the way I'm doing it. All right, let's see here. All right, you up there? Got it? Ready?
I got it. Yep, you are up. You're live.
Okay. So the SEC listed 9 tokens as securities in an insider trading case that could have broad implications. And those 9 were Power Ledger, Chromatica, DFX Finance, AMP, Rally, Rary Governance Token, DerivaDAO, LCX, and XYO. So, starting with the coins that I think are the best, we might not cover all of them. Let's go with LCX. Now, Luke, do you know why I am so high on LCX?
No. And I also ask me if I know what LCX is.
Luke, what
Yes.
is LCX? Do you know
I
what
don't
it
know.
is?
Nope. I had bought a
Oh
ton of
man.
Voyager token like a month ago. I haven't checked on it. You know how that's doing?
Oh man. Not
Just
that great.
joking. Just teasing.
Okay. All right. I was about to say, man, like, oh my God. Like, you just broke your arm. Am I gonna have to deliver this news to you? Oh man. Let's see here. So LCX. This is a really snazzy exchange. And this exchange is actually a member of the WEF. You know what the WEF is, don't you, Luke?
Yes.
What did you tell the people?
World Economic Forum?
Yes, indeed, sir. Yes, it is.
Okay. That was the only WEF that I knew, and I thought there was a chance that was not the right WEF.
You know what? I did that just to mess with you a little bit
Okay.
because I knew you would kind of worry about that. Foul play and dirty pool on my part, but fun for the audience. Let's see here. So, this is their CEO, Monty Metzger. And if you come down here, we actually see BAM, member of the World Economic Forum. Now, I know people have a lot of views about the World Economic Forum, especially with Klaus Schwab saying, you'll own nothing and be happy. With that aside, we know the World Economic Forum has very, very deep pockets. So that's why I think LCX has a chance to do a lot of good. Well, that's why I think LCX has the chance to be pushed very heavily in the future. Put it that way. Um, let's look at one other thing when it comes to LCX. They place a premium on regulation, and with things happening with coins like Voyager, Celsius, regulation is going to be very, very important. So it's very odd that the SEC would choose LCX because they're kind of the leaders of regulation when it comes to crypto in the EU. So I'm not going to be able to go over all LCX stuff here, guys, but what I'm going to need you guys to do is come over to my channel, darkhorsewatcher.com. I literally have an LCX playlist with like 14 videos in it. It'd be impossible to go over it all, but I'm going to try to give you guys a quick synopsis of all of it. But yeah, come over to the channel. It's darkhorsewatcher.com. And as my computer moves very, very slowly right now. And there we go. So come over to the channel, darkhorsewatcher.com, and you can see my numerous LCX videos, including their partners that I'm covering, like Chainlink. They're partnered with Hedera. There's so much to like about LCX. And here we go. Bam, 14 LCX videos. And also, starting like newly, I also have a Rockfin. So come over to that, guys. We actually do like fringe stuff on the Rockfin because it doesn't, they don't do as much censoring as YouTube. So we're looking at Saturn worship over here and our bots influencing on Twitter, Facebook, and Google. So definitely come over. It's at Blackroo on Rockfin and darkhorsewatcher.com on Google, YouTube. So another good thing about LCX. Yeah, so the regulation, right? We went over the regulation, but also the partners. If we just bring their site up right quick, we can go over a couple of them. I mentioned Hedera. Hedera's huge. Hedera has like some of the biggest who's um, as far as partnership goes. If we go look at them right quick. So Hedera has Google, like every big corporation basically known to mankind is on Hedera's list. Oh, they changed up their website a little bit, which makes things a little bit harder for me. Okay, there we go. So we got Boeing, Google, IBM, T-Mobile, LG, Wipro, Nomura, like some of the biggest companies, Shinhan Bank, are teamed and partnered with Hedera, which is nuts, which is why you would think they would want to also partner with LCX because LCX is leading in regulation in Euro cryptocurrencies. The European Association, I think it's called MiCA. Let's just look them up really
Oh, come on.
quickly.
What could that possibly stand for?
Something Euro.
How
No,
does Euro start with an M, sir?
I don't know. I don't know what these crazy Euros do. MiCA, let's say MiCA and LCX. How about that? Okay, see, EU's leading crypto regulation, MiCA. So I forget exactly what MiCA stands for, but they're the whole governing board that determines what crypto does in Europe. And LCX is basically their guinea pig for all of the laws. So when you think about that, when you think about Binance is supposed to be the biggest like exchange over there, but seeing as how LCX is being kind of monitored and watched by the MiCA to make laws up, they're gonna get the jump on all those laws, and Binance is probably gonna get left to the wayside. And if you take a look at my videos, there's already kind of a lasting beef between Binance and LCX right now because LCX was supposed to be Binance LCX, but it did not become Binance LCX because Binance is a little sketchy on its laws or how they follow the laws, allegedly. So if you can see this title right here, you see Monty on the left, and you see CZ, the leader of Binance, on the right, and you see Binance LCX right above CZ's head. So seems like there's a little beef between those two leaders, and Monty just branched off and did his own LCX thing. So LCX should now also be up, and we can go look at his partners. It always tells me to subscribe now, even though I've already subscribed. That's a little annoying, but we'll bear with it. And I'm closing it and still doing it. Okay. Ecosystem. So we just went over Hedera. We'll go over a couple other ones. So here we have Cielo or Cielo. I always think of Cielo, like, because Spanish for sky, you add an I to it. But anyway, these guys are trying to revolutionize kind of money and doing like kind of crypto exchanges through a phone. Animoca Brands, they're teamed with some of the biggest NFT projects, including Bored Ape Yacht Club. Chainlink, they're an Oracle. And Luke, you know what an Oracle is, right?
Yes. Like an Oracle or the company Oracle?
An Oracle when it's pertaining to crypto.
I mean, it's not like a wise guy at the river who's gonna like tell me how to improve my life.
Kinda, yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes, it is kinda. So it's responsible for bringing all the data that's off the blockchain into the blockchain. So it's kind of like that. So it's kind of like this is waiting outside of blockchain. Like, okay, data, you want to go in? All right, we'll let you in. So it's very imperative that this process is very secure. So Chainlink's been known to be secure. So Chainlink literally has like 1,000 crypto projects that are using it. So that they're using that as an oracle for market data, price feeds, random number generators, a whole bunch of like geeky, nerdy software things. But and I say that as a software engineer, by the way. So Chainlink, they're like a great buy right now, by the way, too. So Chainlink, we got Hedera, and that Parity
And Ruel,
technology.
can I leave you for a minute?
Sure.
Okay. I'm getting some massive shoulder pain. I gotta go adjust.
Okay, no
Keep going.
problem, dude. Parity Technologies is Polkadot. They're the ones who do the coding for Polkadot. Then we have DAG here, Constellation Network. Very good video I do on these guys. These guys are actually going to do like layer zeros cryptos for the US government. They already have a deal with the US Air Force, really high on these guys. And we have Icon, they're huge in South Korea. Like they're doing all like WEF stuff with crypto in South Korea. When I say WEF stuff, I mean like having like a I'm not gonna say it, but it rhymes with facts if you just replace it with a V. Passports, so they have facts rhymes with facts. You replace it with the V. Passports over there, and they have so much using crypto. They even gave like diplomas using crypto for their university students. They do crypto payments over there. They're even trying to do like an election with blockchain over there. So huge stuff done by Icon in South Korea. Zengo, they're new. I have to go check those guys out. But yeah, so LCX by far is one of the best coins on this list. And it's odd that they're on the list because they're kind of leading, like I just showed you guys with the European MiCA. They're leading crypto regulation in EU. So why would they choose these guys? But anyway, so the next coin, and oh god, I'm sad that Luke's not here because this coin kind of does gets into something that he and I differ over. So this next coin is going to be Power Ledger. All right. Now Power Ledger, I think is a great idea, but I think it gets into that issue of carbon credits again. And boy, do you know how I hate carbon credits. Um, so Power Ledger, if we just come over here and look at them, like down here really quickly, I can show you guys what I mean. So it's a technology company that builds software for distributed and decentralized energy markets for a sustainable future. It has developed blockchain-based platform that enables tracing and tracking of energy, flexibility, services, and environmental commodities. So there's something you guys may not be aware of called the ESG, and it's like a economic, it's like a social credit score kind of, but for companies. Let's see, ESG for companies. So the sad part about this thing, this ESG thing, is like who gets to make up what is environmentally safe? So it's called, here we go, environmental, social, and governance issues. So, like, I believe Tesla is one of the highest ones on there because they have electronic cars and they kind of sell the credits they get for like environmental cars and energy to other companies. So and there's other companies that are rated bad on there because they have a terrible social score, but who gets to determine the social score, right? So it gets to be a really slippery slope when you just say like what's socially okay, what's environmentally okay, and then that gets into things like what we can do here with the power ledger. It gets into carbon credits. And if you think of the idea of carbon credits being like this, like you have a certain amount of carbon credits for the month, right? Carbon credits can include driving your car, heating and light for your house, um, anything that would involve expending energy, right? So imagine like you went on a trip with the family or something to Europe or whatever. And then, or even let's not even go that far. Let's say you live in Michigan, you live in Detroit, you had a trip to Florida, you had a trip back. And then lo and behold, your car stops in the middle of the month because you're out of carbon credits. You've paid for gas, you have gas in your car, but you're out of carbon credits because you use too many carbon or energy products for the month. That's absolute BS and hogwash. Like I cannot vehemently hate anything more. Like to me, that's like double jeopardy or charging you twice for energy usage. So um I very much hope that carbon credits never get implemented on a person to person basis. Like for companies it's cool, but for a family, that's that's almost making that's almost pricing people out of energy. So no, no sir, no sir. But again, back to power ledger, it could have I could see it being really helpful for companies who really need to trade energy. So say if you're like a Tesla or you're a solar company and you have extra energy credits or something like that, then hey, yeah, you can trade those energy credits on a blockchain and you can trade them to a company that's not being as energy efficient. For that, that makes a whole bunch of sense. Here you can see They got an investment from Shanghai Shanghai Capital. So you can see people are believing in them. They have over 30 clients in 12 countries. And you see they want to have a more sustainable grid. And to me, this like reminds me a bit of Clean Spark, in that Clean Spark mines Bitcoin, but they also sell microgrids that would help people that are off the grid power their house, and they also mine Bitcoin with microgrids, which means they're probably mining Bitcoin more efficiently than anyone in the world. So um, this is cool, but I'm hoping that they never go to a point where they try to do power they try to do carbon credits for the normal person. So their max supply is 1 billion, so that makes them really good as far as their max supply goes. And if we come look at them, their high was 180 at one point, and that was probably in 2017. Yep, the Bitcoin halving before 2020, and then 2020, you know, not too bad, almost up to 70 or 80 cents. But literally a dang gone steal right here, 22 cents. So all it has to do is get back to 82 cents, and that's a 4x. And I think we don't see coins like this get back up until after the next Bitcoin halving. So you can build your bags on those. And then we didn't look at LCX on the chart, so let's pull that up right quick too, and then we'll go into AMP because that's the next one, the next good one on the list. So LCX is sitting here at 6 cents, and with them being targeted, they were at 7 cents, and they fell down, just like we saw out of Power Ledger here. If we go to the last 7 days, as soon as these boys got targeted, they lost like 10 cents, I think. Yeah, you can see it right here. Just boom. Okay. Now let's look at LCX. I think their high was like 50 cents or something like that. Yep, about 50 cents. So sitting here at 6 cents, what's that? 6 times 9 is 45. So that's a 9x from here. Over a 9x. Again, I think coins like this are going to be like banging when it comes to after the Bitcoin halving, and it's just under a billion, so that supply is good. And what I'm mentioning about supply is like if we come over here and look at a coin like Hedera has a huge supply. It's like 20 something billion, but they have a kind of different goal with theirs, but that's okay. Now looking at AMP, they also are at like 42 billion, but AMP, this is ran by the Winklevoss twins. This is a coin that they have on their app called Flexa. It could also be kind of known as almost like a native coin of Gemini Exchange, which is also run by the Winklevoss twins. Um, so they have their own stable coin, which is GUSD, but then AMP is kind of like their almost their native coin. And if we come bring this out over here, and then we'll go back and look at price. What it really wants to do, AMP, they want to kind of like revolutionize clearing. Um, like if you or I bought a house, if I bought a house from Luke, right? Um,
I cut you a good deal.
I know you would. So it would take Luke's bank has to clear, my bank has to clear. Like the clearing takes almost like 2 or 3 days if you're lucky, maybe 5 days if you're not lucky. But if you put these things on a blockchain with the blockchain technology and how the blockchain technology already gives you like a consensus really quickly, you could clear in 5 minutes to like 2 hours. So that's what they're trying to do here with AMP. There are a couple coins that try to improve clearing times, like Alchemy Pay, like XRP, Ripple. Um, but this is just one of which that tries to do that. And if you look at their Flexa network, from staking payments on Flexa network to providing stability through liquidity, their Flexa network basically has a whole bunch of different companies on it, and you could use it right now to pay for things. And I think they have a app that you can download on either on both Android and Apple for this. Um, but see, most people won't play in crypto anyway because they know it's an accumulating asset. But um, they're opening the door for that right now. So, um, and thinking that the Winklevoss twins also have Gemini Exchange as one of the only exchanges you can use in New York. These guys are kind of, to use a mob terminology, they're made guys. So to bet on anything that they're doing, to me, doesn't seem like a bad bet. And this is not something like Dogecoin where Elon just talks about it real quick or something like this. These guys have been working on this for years. So it's a really good bet to bet on AMP, in my opinion, not financial advice. Um, so yeah, that's our third coin in the list. Oh yeah, Luke, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
So we went over Power Ledger, and
Okay.
this coin here, they're talking about helping out with energy, right?
Okay.
Got me back on carbon credits. You know how much I hate carbon credits, right?
No. Oh, yes. Yes, we did get into this literally last week.
And what do you think about like stuff like carbon credits and the ESG? You know about the ESG, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And what about it?
Like
Because it's saying like, what do you think about cars? Like what?
it's more like, okay, what do you think? Do you think those are things that should happen for the common person, or like they're better for like a business?
Okay. So you're asking like, should individuals be responsible for tracking their carbon footprint, and should
Yes.
there be limitations on how much carbon a person can create? Is that the
Mm,
question?
limitations, not limitations, more like should they pay for it? Should they like pay to get more carbon?
I think no. I
Yeah,
lean
me too.
towards no.
Because to me, it seems like it's almost like a double jeopardy type thing, like you're charging for energy twice. To me,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I feel about it. Like you're charging for energy twice. I can't be down for that. Um, so out of these, the rest of these, I think the only one that I'm really okay about is Rally, and Rally is kind of they're trying to revolutionize like content creation and how you get paid for content creation. And there are a couple different coins that do this, and Rally's just another in that line. If we come open this up, basically they're having an interface where we don't want it. We want it in English. So they have an interface where you, as a content creator, can actually create your own coin. However, you have to go to like, if you look at what they say, seamlessly launch social tokens at scale. Launch millions of your own branded tokens, including bonded tokens and sub tokens using our open developer resource library. Now, to me, that makes me think that you need to have some developing skills to make that happen. And I think most creators are not going to do that because they're not going to have the development skills or want to deal with it unless you're a developer that's creating developer social stuff. Um, yeah, most people are not going to want to deal with that. There are a couple different coins that are trying to like revolutionize this. And while we're kind of on this track, I'll go into those right now. There's one called XCAD. This is built on Zinquilla, which is another LCX partner. Um, let's take a look at XCAD real quick. They have a little video. I'm going to play it for you guys. Token price is $1.45.
XCAD Network is a tokenization platform.
Wait a second. Seems like my volume's a little low. Let me turn it up right quick and then play again.
For YouTubers, which means...
Okay, hold on. And I'll start it over.
XCAD Network is a tokenization platform for YouTubers, which means it allows every creator to have their own unique cryptocurrency token. E.g., Nico will have NDL token. Viewers then get rewarded in this creator token for watching the creator's videos via the XCAD plugin. This all works directly on YouTube, so they get rewarded for something they were already doing. Viewers can then sell, buy, and trade creator tokens on the XCAD DEX. They can also use the tokens to buy NFT moments from the creators, which are exclusively available on XCAD's NFT marketplace. All creator tokens are trackable via XCAD's influencer market cap. So you can track creator token prices just like how you track the prices of other cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap. The better the creator performs on YouTube, the more tokens that will get released to the creator. This provides an amazing additional monetization strategy for creators. The XCAD token has a number of different utilities and is the hub of the whole ecosystem. 1. Powers the DEX. 2. Provides governance over which creators can tokenize. 3. Is the only trading pair with all creator tokens. 4. Is required to stake with creator tokens to earn a multiplier on creator rewards for viewers. 5. Powers all creator liquidity offerings. A portion of all trading fees on the XCAD DEX and profits on NFT moment sales will go towards the XCAD burn. This means we use the money to buy the token off the marketplace and burn it, taking it out of supply forever.
Okay, so here it's repeating. I'm
XCAD
sorry.
Network is a tokenization.
Let's pause it. Okay. So I think that's a lot more functional because it's just going to provide let me get rid of this. It's just going to provide a, oh my God. Get there. Okay. So to me, this is a lot more functional because it's just going to provide a plugin. But the whole thing about like as the creator grows, we're going to give you more tokens. That's just going to dilute the tokens. So that's good for the creator because he's getting more tokens that he can sell or give away or whatever. But it's bad for the fan or the person that's watching because you're diluting the tokens. But let's take a look at XCAD and what it actually is sitting at right now. XCAD. Then we'll look at another one kind of in this mold. Okay, so they have a max supply of only like 200 million, which is great. But this is only the native token. Whatever the creator's token is going to be a different token, but this is pretty cool. I'm wondering where it's been. Okay, it's been as high as $8, so kind of a bargain right here. Let's see how long it's been out. Not that long. So not bad from where it is right here, but this is something nice to look at because it kind of relates to Rally. Let's look at one more because I know we talked about Hedera. This is an up and coming one, and it's not live yet, but the people that are behind it are pretty cool. Bringing it up, it's coming up slowly. Galaxy. So this is, like I said, it's built on Hedera, but what I really like this that it has Ezekiel Elliott behind it, Spencer Dinwiddie, and this is really kind of Spencer Dinwiddie's project. Couple fine ladies and the kid. It seems like, I don't know. This seems like a kid to me. This girl there. So yeah, so they're gonna find creators you love, buy creator tokens, unlock access to perks, and this seems like more like a fancy like OnlyFans to me, like a classy OnlyFans. But the fact that it has Dinwiddie and Elliot behind it, and they already raised 26 mil, that seems pretty cool. And if we come over here to Twitter, let me just search right quick. Lehman Baird. Come on, today. Lehman Baird. And LCX. Or should I just do just the LCX? So yeah, this is the video I wanted to show you guys. Lehman Baird talks about Spencer Dinwiddie at least twice here.
Oh, this is
hold on a second.
So I think that ultimately,
no, not yet. So he mentions him like twice here. What we have here is Monty Metzger, CEO of LCX, and Lehman Baird, CEO of Hedera Hashgraph, talking about tokenization just period of assets. And play.
How do you see the importance of tokenized assets and the future of tokenization?
oh, this is a big deal. So I think that ultimately, pretty much everything of value will end up being tokenized. It just makes too much sense. It's the same way that we used to do record keeping on paper, and it eventually all moved to computers just because it made sense. And we used to send information back and forth by mailing these shiny discs through the mail. How weird. Now it's all just over the internet. In the same way, ledgers are going to end up tokenizing everything. What that means is traditional assets like stocks and diamonds and artwork are all going to be tokenized. But in addition, people are going to start tokenizing things that have never been tokenized before, like your own future revenue. You know, Spencer Dinwiddie is doing that. That's going to be tokenized. People are going to be tokenizing things like a kilowatt hour of electricity combined with carbon credits to offset it, glued together. People are tokenizing that. People are going to be tokenizing complex derivatives and futures and sorts of things. All of these things are going to be tokenized. Things that haven't been tokenized before. Spencer tokenized the ability for people to influence which shoes he wears at the next game. You know, this is not something that has ever been a market before. And so the ability to tokenize things and to send little tiny fractions of a value. I didn't even say that about the diamonds. Maybe I could buy a cup of coffee with a millionth of a diamond. You can't do that today. If I have a diamond, I can't go to Starbucks and hand them a millionth of a diamond. But you can do that with tokenization.
So one thing that he said there, I despise, of course, which is the carbon credits.
How
so
do you
let's
see
just
the importance of tokenization?
Not mention that, but when he talks about tokenization of a diamond, like, and tokenizing like almost anything, like future revenue, right? That seems very cool. And he mentioned diamonds
and realistic and just efficient. Like it seems like a real problem that can be solved.
Thank you. You want to say more about that?
No, go ahead.
No, it's awesome, Luke. Exactly. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly, because if you have something that is an asset and it's like sitting there, like for example, like a fancy gold watch or like an extra car or whatever. Now you can tokenize it and actually get the value now. And the reason he mentioned diamonds is because LCX has a product called Tiamons where they tokenize diamonds on like they're tokenized and represented by NFTs. So they're NFTs backed by diamonds. So that's why he used that as an example. But think about it. So if you have like maybe you had like an expensive gold ring or something and you wanted to tokenize that and use its value, that's amazing. That's awesome. So it really kind of takes things out of the world fiat where things can just go up and down because of a war or this or that, and just make it a lot more solid and put it on things like diamonds, um, future salary earning, etc. Now, only place that comes to be a downfall is okay. Then maybe you default on your what I don't know, like your tenth of a diamond that you've used as collateral. Maybe you default on that somewhere down the road if you not paying attention to what you're doing. So that's the only downside. But the great side of that is that you can use what assets and income you have right now or future assets right now. So that's pretty cool. And that's really awesome. Just like I mentioned it on here before. You got some artists out here actually doing NFTs of their song masters. So the actual ownership of their song. So it's cool for the artist, and Nas is doing this. Eminem's doing this. Royce the 5'9" did it. But let's look at Nas as an example. Big Boy of Outkast. So Nas, he actually gave up 50% ownership of his song, but he got 369K up front. So now he gets that money up front. He can invest it, do whatever he wants with it. And people now get 50% ownership of his song and they get paid out quarterly. And actually, this even helps Nas because now, if I own a piece of Nas's song, I'm probably going to go tell everybody, go play the song. So really, I'm also like now an advertiser of him. I'm like a what do you say? Like I know the term is like street team, what they usually say, but like now I'm advertising Nas is because I have a vested ownership in his song. So it's really synergistic. I like this how they're doing this for music, and maybe just maybe it can be used in other situations as well. But yeah, concluding here with this SEC 9, these are the ones that I'm highest on, and it's going to go back to the wrong watch list, guys. So we're going to have to go back to it. But I'm highest on LCX. Oops, sorry. I'm highest on LCX. I'm high on Power Ledger. I'm high on AMP, and I'm high on Rally. These other ones are just like kind of like DeFi things. Um, so I'm not like there's so many DeFi things out there. The only one besides the ones I just mentioned is DaraDAO, which does like crypto derivatives. That's pretty interesting. But other than the other ones, like you've seen so many DeFi places, like how I don't know how these guys stand out. But LCX, Rally, Power Ledger, and I guess DaraDAO, those are the only ones that really stand out for me. Oh, and AMP. We also went over today Hedera, we went over Galaxy, and we also went over XCAD. Okay, so just to conclude, also catch me guys on Rockfin, where we're gonna do more kind of interesting topics.
Wait, you're saying that what we're doing isn't interesting?
It is very interesting.
Okay.
I love crypto. I love stocks, But sometimes people want to get kind of dirty and down in the mud and on fringe, dare I say, conspiracy topics. So,
Yeah, you are good for a good conspiracy. I know that much.
Yes, indeed, for sure. We gotta hang out, Luke, and go like on 4chan and just find the latest conspiracy and just go do something about it.
Alrighty, sir.
Well, I'm not going to Skinwalker Ranch though. I'm not.
I don't even know what that is. I don't want to know what that is. Okay.
You don't want.
Yeah. Nope. 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 No. Don't want to know. All right, guys. Ruel, give us the link to follow.
Come to darkhorsewatcher.com where you can subscribe to my YouTube and get the latest news on LCX and other cryptos. Also, stock information, because I think crypto stocks will also be booming when the next halving comes. So we're going to be on the lookout for that. But also join me over there on Rockfin at BlackRoo, and join me on Twitter at BlackRoo. Yeah, guys, and catch me on the Gentleman of Crypto show. I also do shows on there too. So yeah, whole bunch of BlackRoo all the time.
There we go. All right, guys. Happy trading. We will be back on this channel at 8 a.m. Eastern, talking stocks, pre-market trading. Happy trading, everyone. Talk soon.
Peace.